It's up.
All right, what's going on, everybody? This is your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, and I have my special guest tonight, LAR Movement. And today we're going to talk a little bit about social media currency and why people are addicted to likes and comments. What's going on, LAR Movement?
Good afternoon, evening, morning, shit.
Let me talk to you about this because you did a video earlier today talking a little bit about the social media currency and the like. Kind of go into detail what inspired you to talk about that in particular.
I've seen people get depressed because they didn't get enough attention on social media. Like you could walk up to them and be cool with them in person. That shit ain't good enough. You know, I like your picture. Double tap then. Tell the world you like that shit. Like, really? Fuck, I just called you on the phone and told you that shit. Like, you know, I've seen people who they thirsty for likes, but not thirsty for communication. Like, I was out eating, and one of my friends actually uses social media as a form of business. So I understand the difference between people who use it for business and people who use it for pleasure. So when they on social media, it's about making money. Other people who are on social media just for attention and no money at all. And you could tell the complete difference. You know what I'm saying? And they don't get upset if they don't get likes, because they're upset that, like, this ain't gonna make money without more likes. The other people, like, what the fuck? Like, chill out. Like, you got a boyfriend? You got a girlfriend? You good, right? Like, chill. But it is what it is.
Let me ask you this, because I know when we were probably in high school, it was no social media like it is now. You actually had to get up and, apply yourself to a certain career or a certain skill to make money. Now with YouTube, Vimeo, Facebook ads is rolling out, blogs are more popular. You can get on Snapcash or Patreon, and now it's a whole different economy for social media currency. Why do you think that so many women, for example, are really, really into social media currency versus regular feminine currency that we saw in the past?
I'm gonna get a little deeper when I say this, but the vanity mirror. Women are very much more students and professors of vanity than men. When they're little kids, we playing Cowboys and Indians. We don't play that shit no more. Now we Call of Duty and Insurgents or some shit. But they are always princesses, and they look in the mirror, they play with their hair and all that shit, and they're concerned about how they look. They little tea parties. And it's just grown and morphed into this shit to the point where, it's gonna sound fucked up that I say this, but when you bring up Snap, you like Patreon and shit, men are spend on other men who have something positive to put on the table for them to learn from. Women are putting their sexuality out online, and nobody's giving them shit because it's so many women competing for sexuality. The shit is free, so they getting more emboldened. You get on Facebook, you see people ass in a thong. Like, that's your fucking Facebook picture? Like, you could have put that on Pornhub or some shit. Men and women just don't operate the same. I was there. I remember dial-up, so I know I wasn't doing this shit. It's bad.
Let's talk about this as far as men, because I know we got a few men in the chat room, and I want to make the case because many times I see men doing this on Instagram or on Facebook. What about the brother who's always showing how much money he has? The brother who is showing the cars, he's showing the gold teeth. let's talk about men, because men use social currency a lot of times to get women too. Can you elaborate on that, if you will?
Them motherfuckers ain't shit. You know, I'm gonna just you from California, right? And I've been saying this for about a month. When I see dudes on there, I think to myself, what's my favorite word? Bitch! Can't say it like short, you bitch. If you flashing money, what the fuck is that gonna get you?
Right.
You looking for prostitutes? If you flashing your car, bitches are paid for, leasing that shit. You know, you making payments on it. Like, what does your car say? And you know it just as well as I do. Motherfucker could have a 2017 V14 motherfucking Mercedes 700 and live in a 1-bedroom apartment. So when I see guys do it, I just think they bitches. I think they guys who wear skinny jeans and have yeast infections. Like, I don't understand that shit. You know.
Let's talk about this, because here we have a lot of men. I see this. I mean, not even the guys that have money. Guys who have a particular, you know, maybe they're trying to work out. And you see dudes grabbing their jogs, trying to show dick print, all kind of, you know, I've seen some weird stuff in like Facebook groups in particular.
Yeah.
What kind of, I think that a lot of times people don't understand the kind of negative attention that you get with showing your shit off. Now, before I get into it, I want to talk about Tommy Sotomayor just very briefly. He had his TNN Raw 2 channel shut down. And a lot of us are going through that. If you guys are subscribed to me on my main page, you're probably unsubscribed to me. I lost 36,000 subscribers today. So if you probably wondered why I did a video and you haven't seen it, YouTube took 36,000 subscribers away from me today. But to back on Tommy, he's a guy that always shows, you know, he lives in a, you know, very lavish community, has a very lavish, you know, cars and things, always taking a nice road trip. And what I also noticed is when you show your social media currency, whether it's real or fake, you get haters behind it. And like I said, his channel is now gone. Can you talk about that as far as haters on social media?
Well, the reason I say like flashing ain't a good thing for black men in particular is because motherfuckers don't want us to have nothing. So the minute you show that you got something, people are gonna be in line to fuck up your shit. You know, you can't, you know, if Tommy got a nice house, oh, his house too nice. Fuck that. That shit got to go. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucker, sit down. You remember that movie? I don't like that. I don't like that shit at all. Like, that's how people act. You know, because if you notice, I've seen people on YouTube who weren't black. I've seen people in social media who weren't black, who standing next to Lamborghinis and Bentleys and in mansions and standing next to mansions, and nobody says anything. That's promoting the lifestyle. Even if we could tell something fake about it is some sucker shit, nobody hates on them.
That's true. That's
but
true.
When it comes to us, you know, motherfuckers think we need to be like, we need to get electrocuted like George Stinney.
Man, I gotta do a story on that. And you bring up a good point for the men listening out here. He says a good point. There's a famous blogger named John Chow, Asian guy. He has so much money, dude. He's always taking a picture of Lamborghinis and all of this. All the time. And I'll tell you what, nobody says anything about him. And here's the thing. I want to tell you brothers out there that are listening. If you got some money, if you're doing well, don't tell nobody on Facebook or on YouTube. I've even made that mistake disclosing somebody in private as far as what I made or what I made in the month before in order to help another YouTuber out. And what I'm telling you is once that person or particular people get mad at you, what they're going to try to do is stop you from what you're doing, even if you're trying to help them. So I'm a living witness. And, you know, I'm not a flashy person. What I want to tell you is don't tell anybody. Don't show what you have. It's not anybody's business. This is why I wear these same dirty ass shirts, okay? Same dirty sweaters all the time. And we want to make that clear to the brothers here in the Negro Manosphere. Let's keep what we have under wraps. Long as you know that you have it, you ain't got to tell nobody else. It's better for you because you got so many black male haters out there, brother. So many black male haters. Not you think it's black women hating. Niggas be hating. So for your own safety and security, brothers, please don't tell nobody. Okay, let's go back to LAR movement.
Can I jump on that for 2 seconds?
Sure, go ahead, jump on, man.
Fellas, you gotta understand that it's a new day, new era. There's a social media Rosewood. There's a social media Black Wall Street. So the minute you see that you shining in social media, somebody's trying to blow your shit up and burn your shit down. But that's it.
That's true. That's true. That's true. So I just want you guys to understand how that works, brother. So let me do this while I am on the line here. I want to talk about the business of social media, if we can, because before I get into the business, actually, social media is a way to actually find women. Now, and outside of the fact, or make relationships. For example, there's a guy who paid for his baby mother's groceries in Florida. I did a story on him actually on this channel. And that story got shared 160,000 times. And it has like over 10,000 comments. Why are so many people stuck on a viral story or going viral or becoming the next internet sensation? Can you talk about that? Because that's going around a whole lot.
That story troubles me. Not because of what was said in the video, what was done in the video, and people's need to big up stuff that they would say that I'm skeptical of being a hater about. But personally, if you have and this speaking from a guy who has a child with a woman, and there have been times where I've helped out in their household back in the day when I was younger, right? But the minute you do something like that, where you taking pictures of stuff and posted it on the internet, you kind of putting your baby mama on blast for being broke. So what are you really doing? Because if you were like paying child support and taking care of the kid, or are you not paying child support and she's struggling and you walked in and said, I didn't know it was this bad, maybe I need to do something as a man, and now you're gonna take a picture like you doing some shit. Mm-hmm. You know, so either way it goes, that woman is gonna probably kick his ass in some way about that shit. Because you shouldn't get kudos. I bought my baby mama some groceries and I took a picture for all y'all who ain't doing shit. Bruh, like, did you take care of your kid or did you take care of her? Because I saw what you said and I saw the post when the dude was like, they had like milk and shit and Similac in the cupboard and shit. So all of the food for the baby was covered. So what are you really doing?
Let me ask you this, because you brought up a point. Social media currency, one can actually gain it by shaming men. Let's talk about that for a minute, because you talk about that a lot on your channel. What's the trend that you're seeing with these guys that are coming up, gaining popularity by using social media to shame men, in particular, black men?
You can tell they're disingenuous. The women agree with it because of whatever their bad relationships or bad relationship choices, then the shit crumbles because a lot of these chicks get thirsty for these guys because they talking shit about men. And even the guys that shame men have groupies. And if these guys wind up being in a relationship, these women get jealous. Mm-hmm. If these guys wind up getting in confrontations, they wind up getting in confrontations with men because guys like, man, you full of shit. You know, and it's ironic to me because some of these guys don't like Steve Harvey, but they're doing the same shit Steve Harvey does. And I'm like, you know, and then they get famous and then they turn around and they talk shit about the women, even though they were shaming the men for the women. Like, it's a clusterfuck of bullshit. You know, like Dave Chappelle said last night, he saves, but he rapes. But he rapes, but he saves. Like, the fuck? Like, niggas backwards, man. To me, they just backwards.
Let's also talk about the social media currency when it comes to politics. For example, on my main page, and shout out to Solo TV84 and the others in the chat. When Donald Trump was running for president, those people who publicly discussed him in a disparaging way, they gained social media currency. It's almost like their Facebook profiles went up in stock. But on the contrast, those people who didn't support Hillary Clinton for whatever reason or talk bad amongst Black Democrats decreased in social media currency, particularly if you're Black. Let's talk about how politics can be used to either increase or decreases one social media currency.
To me, it works in reverse. Like what you're saying, but it works in reverse. It's like when Obama was the president, a bunch of Black people on media now, right? Then there's a bunch of conservative. Then Fox like just shot through the roof in conservatism, right? And now you got people like Tommy Lauren. She's young, and she gets just a boost because we need young, fiery conservatives. And then what about Chicago? What about Chicago? What about Chicago? So now we pushing this yin and yang of hate in a sense. Now that Trump's in office, you know, now the crazy part about it is everybody that's on Trump's side is quiet, like when George Bush was president and he was fucking up, and then people they were like, shh, we ain't talking about that. But now they got all of these liberals coming out of the blue who getting praised for hating Trump. And then at the same time, now we talk about more of the heroin epidemic and white folks getting caught in crime and shit. They don't talk about Chicago no more. They're talking about white criminality. So it's like, to me, it's always like a yin and yang of, you know, if one side is on top, we need to equal hate from the other side. So it really doesn't matter. You know, if Democrats, if Hillary was to be able to run again and win in 4 years, I can guarantee, you know, whoever hates Hillary, they're going to tell them to shut the fuck up before the election. And when she's president, whoever hates her is going to be the fucking next Rush Limbaugh. Just like the funny motherfucker, you know, like Snoop and them doing a gun video with Trump. You know, Snoop wasn't that relevant with Obama for Mark running around smoking weed and talking shit and fingernail paint and all that other shit. You know,
exactly. That's a good point.
You know, so now it's like it's the flip side. You know, Rush Limbaugh right now isn't as relevant. Or Rush Limbaugh, was it Glenn Beck, Bill O'Reilly? Now they're not as relevant because Trump's in office. It's no villain. You feel me? So, like, it's like, to me, it's all a bullshit game. You know, that's why I say Chicago. Chicago isn't relevant now that Trump's in office because, you know, you got what you wanted. We're making America great again. So now who's the demographic that you got to aim at? You know, that's why I think the Young Turks really are going to explode in these next 4 years. because they're gonna have a lot of shit to talk about, because people on one end, the people who like Fox gonna be like, you know, people like, that's what Fox News was doing with Obama. Now the Young Turks are gonna be doing it with Trump. Is, you know, marketing.
Before I go to the next stage, just want to say here, somebody asked me, hey, thank you for the donation of the $10, brother. Thank you, Brett Johnson. I really need that shit now, nigga. I'm about to start stripping. Poker Daddy asked me, how am I so calm, even though I lost, 36,000 subscribers on my main page, and they may or may not give it back. The reason why I know I'm not really too worried about it, we are trying to create great content for the brothers. And I know for a fact that it's not necessarily the amount of subscribers, because people can subscribe to your video and not come back and watch it. But one thing that I do know is, if you're willing to work for something and you're willing to produce good content, eventually you can get those subscribers back. So let this be a lesson to you, in case somebody takes down a channel, or whatever that they may do. As long as you know that you can produce good content and you have an audience that you can relate to, you can come back. So that's all I wanted to say. And once again, I do appreciate all the brothers who have been sticking by the channels, and all of us in the Negro manosphere and the Black manosphere have been going through some as of the last few weeks. Just do me a favor. Let me, I want you guys to go and like the video for this one. Yeah, now I lost all my damn subscribers. Go ahead and like this video. We have 48 watching, 31 in the 31 likes, only 50 watching. And I want everybody, if you're not on my newsletter list for the negromanosphere.com, go ahead and email me at planetoche@gmail, because now I'm starting to move probably more of my private stuff to my website. So I'm going to get a private video hosting thing, and stop trying to use YouTube so much and build up my site, because at least my site they can't shut down. You know what I mean? They can shut down the YouTube, but they can't shut down the site. So and thank you for the women who support me also. So I just wanted to share that. Go ahead and like the video, and then email me. Email me so I can get you on our newsletter. Let me ask you this, LAR movement. Social media currency, I think, is also addicted to a hot story. I noticed that when people hear a hot story, they want to be the first to share it. Even on YouTube, news channels, right? You hear news on all the networks, CNN, MSNBC, but a hot thing amongst people is sharing the news, even on Facebook. You can also build your social media currency up by just being the first to share gossip or share what's hot. Can you talk about that?
Motherfuckers in this Kermit the Frog tea. Like, it's good. Like, gossip ain't news, and news is not fucking gossip.
Right.
So, a lot of people gravitate to gossip because, let's be honest, gossip is more entertaining than news. Gossip is the downfall of somebody else. News is some shit that might affect your life. Mm-hmm. So if you're the first to spread gossip, what is that old saying? You say, you tell a lie, it travels, you know what I'm saying? Fast as a motherfucker, but you tell the truth, it just fades out and shit. So that's how people build their brand. The only problem is, it reminds me of the story of the boy who cried wolf. Once you spread so much gossip, you're not credible. You're not believable, because motherfuckers start looking at you like, you always in other people's business. Mind your fucking business. Because we see that in our lives when people we know. You talking about this motherfucker? How come you always talking about somebody? Why don't you get a fucking life? And then people are like, well, damn, it's like that. Yeah, it's like that. Because if you talking about them, eventually you're gonna talk about me. And that's the fucking problem with, social media has that issue where you get attention for talking about people, you're gonna lose real friends. But news, people fucking get the news wrong nowadays. Motherfuckers got retractions every fucking day.
That's true. I want to shout out to Poker Zaddy, if I can. Thank you so much for coming in here, and he's been donating seriously to the channel. Last time he came in and made a great donation. I want to get that brother on the email list. Thank you all of you brothers, you know, that are trying to support us. If you're not subscribed to the Negro Manosphere, I want you guys to actually put your emails in the comment section so I can subscribe you while I'm on the line. So Raphael, I don't think I have your email. Hogan's channel, I may or may not have your email. Joshua Payne, I may or may not have your email. So if you're live on the chat right now, go in the chat room, drop your email in the description link. I see Char Willie's in here. We can get you subscribed right now while we're on the air, and we would like to do that. So if you're, like I said, once again, drop your email in the chat link. Keep liking the video. We have 60 watching, 44, and we're going to continue with the interview, okay? Thank you guys so much. Solo.
Become a citizen of the manosphere.
You said what now?
Tell them to become a citizen of the Negro Manosphere, goddammit.
Become a citizen. Don't be scared. Now, let me ask you this, LAR movement. A lot of women have always been attention whores. We are seeing it even more so in the cases of social media and social media currency. Females who get a lot of likes and subscribers, what it looks like is that they are just, I mean, you get a female, she can get like 5,000 likes every photo, 100,000 followers on Facebook. And what that tells men in so many words is, damn, this is a dime piece. She's out of my league. It's an intimidating thing. Why should men avoid chicks who are attention whores on social media, or how should they treat them, or how should they look at them?
Depends on how they present themselves. You turbo thought presenting, you're like a turbo thought. You know what I'm saying? You presenting a classy entree, you know, and put on your three-piece suit and approach them. But the women who are attention whore, the funny part about it is people forget something. Everybody who respond to them and like them and DM them, them motherfuckers don't live in the same city. She could get 5,000 likes and 10,000 fucking DMs. About 50 of them motherfuckers probably live in the same city. Like, who's you and all these thirsty ass motherfuckers, y'all really online liking chicks who live 3,000 miles away, like you about to go fly and see her? Really? That's what we doing? That's what we doing? I mean, you fucked up for that. You know, if she wants to be an attention whore, go ahead. But the question is, can she have a real conversation?
Let's talk about that real quick. And shout out to JR Wisdom, man. He's an up-and-coming YouTuber.
What's good? I know, yeah.
Yeah, JR Wisdom. When I first saw him, and I always try to promote his channel because he's up and coming, man. He has also an ebook that he's been working on that we want to also help get out there. And we'll talk about your book a little bit later. Talk about the turbo thoughts thing. I know this is a little bit of a subtopic, and talk about the lack of women with the ability of having conversation right now. I want you to hit on those two things so we can spin the show in another direction.
Well, the turbo thought thing is, I always find it interesting that women, that we have a society that's so prudish but hypersexual. Mm-hmm. And you got everybody that got these whorish tendencies, but in real talk, they can't fuck. You know, so it's like, you a hoe, but you can't fuck? Like, kind of shit is that? Like, you know, same thing, but as a man, when you talk to women, mm-hmm. women always talk about meeting men who, oh man, he said he gonna knock that pussy out. And that motherfucker was done faster than Usain Bolt in 100. So this thought and culture is like everybody sweat at they fucking, but nobody's sexually satisfied. Because I can guarantee you, even a thought will get the fuck out of the thoughtin' lottery and advertisement business if a dude was fucking her right.
Really? Let's talk about that, because that's an interesting spin on it. Go elaborate on that.
Most guys, I hate to say it like this, most guys don't know what the feeling of making a woman have an orgasm. Most guys don't know the signs of that a woman is actually satisfied and she wants more. Most guys don't realize that if you fucked up Monday and she ain't call you back, bitch, it's over. You know, and everybody says this shit like, you know, I'm a player. I'm a player. I can get another one and another one. But see, a real player don't go out getting another one and another one. A real player, the ones that he already got, they hitting him up. A player is like a player is an entrepreneur, like a drug dealer. The first hit was for free. Now you gonna come back for the comeback. And chicks don't come back, your product is shit. You know, players nowadays are salesmen. They talk, get another bitch. I mean, how many bitches did you get? You know, if you ain't Wilt Chamberlain, motherfucker, you ain't doing shit. And you gotta remember, Wilt Chamberlain didn't have a smartphone. You know what I'm saying? So if you ain't popping like Wilt, you got 20 chicks, 25 chicks, 200 chicks you DMing. The ones you fuck ain't hitting you back. You keep saying you got head, but you ain't say she wanted to suck your dick again. So, you know, when we out here smashing, and people talk about this, you've talked about this before. If your girl calls another guy, she ain't your girl. If your girl decides to go out on ladies' night on a regular basis, she ain't your girl. Like anybody who knows, I crushed my homeboys my first semester of college, and I said it flat out to him. I said, "Hey, dog, you got a girlfriend? Yeah, we was in high school together. Does she go to this school? No, that bitch ain't your girl no more." How you gonna tell me that? I guarantee you she fucking somebody else. By the time you go home for Christmas break, it's over. Get you a new girl. But then like, no. I mean, we as men gotta stop being delusional. Like, how is we as black men, we just supposed to be the kings of the BBC? That means we should be kings of the comeback. You know.
Let me ask you this, because you're hitting on some really good cylinders here. Let's spin it, because here's what we're seeing. With me losing 36,000 subscribers like that, Tommy Sotomayor losing his 271,000 TNN Raw 2 channel, Obsidian Media Network losing his 10,000 plus subscribers, we can see that your social media currency is attached to a social media network that you do not own. And there's so much pressure. People want to be the next YouTube celebrity. People want to make a lot of money on YouTube or be the next, hottest internet blogger. And bloggers actually have the best careers because they own their own platforms. So they, if they get a fan base, they own everything that they do. But the dangers of men rolling the dice on social media platforms means that you don't have shit outside of that social media thing. This is why I tell men, and I want to know your opinion on this, focus on something that will get you paid that has nothing to do with social media. Because your social media account can be taken from you like that. I think Tommy lost a Twitter account. My Negro Manosphere page, I had over 58,000 likes on that, 60,000 followers. It's also been taken from me in the last 2 days. In your opinion, what should men and black men in particular be focused on when it comes to currency in your opinion?
Be a real true entrepreneur. Like, I was born in New Orleans, right? We talk about like hustler mentalities, but New Orleans has a certain hustle to it that people don't realize because it's a musician city. You have a job from 9 to 5. You would do your gigs from 5 to 9. So you didn't rely on one particular income. You have to, we as black men need to start understanding the importance of passive income. You got a job, work your job. You on social media, it makes you money, work that money. But this is what you do with that money. Don't show it off too much. Learn how to, say, be a small investor with some of that money. Start putting some of that money in the stock market. See if you can get some quick returns or some long-term returns with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Start using some of that money to put a down payment on a property and use it as a rental and have people doing shit like that. Like, don't put all your eggs in one basket. Get 10 motherfucking baskets. So, because as you said before, like, just like you, just like Tommy, y'all both have y'all have a brand though. And once you build your brand up, just because your brand takes a hit doesn't mean your brand's over with. You know what I'm saying? You do like everybody else. Motherfucker, Michael Kors wasn't popping with girls when they were selling this shit in Burlington Coat Factory for $20 a bag. You know what I'm saying? Now these chicks paying $200-300 for bags that I remember being $20 in Burlington Coat Factory. But the brand still exists. You know what I'm saying? People stopped wearing Ralph Lauren polo. They started wearing Tommy Hilfiger. The companies, both companies still exist. Now people wearing polo again. Once you get your brand started, maintain it, but use your brain to learn how to make passive income. I don't care if you're in the cars or you start to remodel cars and you sell them. I don't care if you fucking use that some money to create like a home fitness trainer business and you train people, you bought equipment with that money. Do other shit with the money so you don't rely on just that one thing.
I agree. I totally agree. And this is what we're trying to do. I know, let me tell you this. I know that a lot of brothers want to see a lot of emotion in some of the videos, and I do that sometimes, a lot of entertainment, and I can do that. But we got to understand here, brothers, that we need logical information to move forward. And this is the reason why I bought LER Movement. He's an underrated YouTuber. To me, I think he's one of the best, on Black YouTube. He's one of the guys I put in one of my top 10 lists I did last year. And we need pertinent information from brothers like this so that we don't make the same mistakes and we can keep going forward and giving information. And so this is the reason why we do these hangouts. Every hangout that we have is not going to be roasting black chicks or talking about hoes and all that. That's good and dandy every now and then, but as you can see, it don't get you any damn place. You know what I mean? We need pertinent, because think about it. If we stop talking about black women altogether and brothers started building their finances up and moving in the direction, that's just men in general. The fact is black women do not affect your life if you don't let them. And what we're seeing right now, a lot of channels are getting taken down because of people who talk about black women, me included. What you're gonna find is that black women can only stop you if you let them. But what you need to be equipped with is personal information, different things. This is why I tell you guys, subscribe to Negro Manosphere. We have several writers. I have Josh Salito, who's a CPA accountant that writes about finance every Wednesday for you brothers to go in there and see the trends and stuff like that. And with the money that you brothers do donate, I put that back into the the Negro Manosphere, and we get more information. So right now we need to move into an age of less entertainment and more education, so we're well equipped to move on in the everyday life. So I appreciate you brothers for being here tonight. LAR movement, let's talk about some other things here. About women who cannot communicate. Now, I don't know how many of you brothers have been out on a date. You didn't pick this chick up. She's text messaging the whole time or checking her Instagram the whole time. She's always checking her social media currency and not focusing on you. What has social media done to women with their inability to even communicate effectively, even a hello or hi?
These motherfucking phones make you retarded. Because it ain't just women, it's just people in general. Like,
yeah, it's true.
If I'm driving my car and the motherfucker swerving, I know they're not drunk. They're on the fucking phone. If I'm walking in the grocery store and a motherfucker bump into me, I know they're not looking down the aisle. They're on their phone. If I got important calls coming in and I didn't get them, I know I didn't miss the call. I know my son is playing fucking Angry Birds on my fucking phone. And this happens with social media when you out on dates, having a conversation. Motherfuckers, and you're like, what the fuck are you doing? And you start looking. Remember when we was kids and your parents used to talk crazy because you'd be sitting in front of the TV like this with a Nintendo controller? Mm-hmm. You'd be like, you look like a goddamn zombie. So the crazy part about it is when people are not talking to people in front of them, but they're talking on their phones and looking at their pictures and their likes and everything, and that makes them feel good. As they get older, they want a real conversation. And karma is a bitch because karma pays you back with all of the conversations you ignored because of your fucking phone. Don't nobody want to talk to your ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you can't talk to a person, if you go out on a date with a motherfucker and it's talking to them face to face and they talking to their phone, then at some point you got to ask yourself, okay, let me do you this favor, sugar. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna send my dick to you in the phone so you could think about fucking me because you don't want to do it in real life. I'm gonna send a picture of my money to you in the phone so you can see what it looks like and think about me spending it on you because that's what's more important to you. Matter of fact, how about I send you a wedding ring on the phone and say, baby, I will commit to you in real life, but all you wanted was a ring on your phone.
Let me do this real quick, man, because I want to shout out Reynald Cherry, man. Thank you for the donation for the Negro Manosphere. I really appreciate it. You guys know every single dime I get goes to furthering the cause of the Negro Manosphere, keeping the brothers, employed and paying the writers like Alan Roger Curry, Obsidian Media Network writes for me, Donovan Sharp. So I thank you, brothers. This brother said he's going to send a dick in the phone. Let me ask you this. Social media, and you touched on a great point. Social media is showing the disingenuous attitudes of how women want. Now, for example, you just said that women will ignore you on a date. Then there will be the same people that will complain that they don't get conversation later on in life. What has social media really shown about the disingenuity and duplicitous nature of women in your words? And before you answer, I've learned so much about how women are on social media. I think social media has really got me over the curve by just watching women's nature and being able to depict it versus even more so than, face to face, because I see women on social media all the time. How do you feel about that particular idea about the duplicitous nature that we're seeing women online?
I like to look at it in the eyes of women. Because you notice when you talk to women, they say, I don't know girls like that. My girlfriends are not like that. And the more and more they see women on social media, they be like, these bitches have lost their fucking mind. Because women are starting to see we got some work to do. Like, we fucked up. Like, I know women who are aggravated with other women who keep doing this shit with their weave. Like, bitch, that ain't your hair. Stop talking and doing this shit with hair that ain't yours. What the fuck are you doing? You know, I know women who sit there and be like, we ain't online doing this shit. And then you pull out your phone. That's your girlfriend right there. You see that one? Yeah, that's the girlfriend that you said was the church going one. Yeah, that's the one. Yeah, she's in strip class right now, bouncing that ass, and she put this on Facebook. Because now it's not about what men say or what men put out about women. These women are snitching on themselves. And it'll be different. It'll be different if men were like filming women doing fuck shit, but women are looking at other women and men are looking at women like, you know, you put this about yourself out. Like, I didn't put out the picture of you butt naked with your kid at the photo shop. That was you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I didn't put out the picture of you twerking in the Walmart meat section. That was you. I didn't put out the picture of you at the beauty salon looking like George Jefferson when you walked in, and now you looking like motherfucking Sharon Stone when you walk out. That was you. You know, so they're starting to see like this shit is going too far. Like, women are not, even women just, I know one chick, she told me not too long ago, she was like, you know what? I didn't think nothing was wrong. Mm-hmm. And when she saw that goddamn picture with Sierra, she's sitting there like, this bitch crazy. Like, because you give, you know, women do something that men don't do. And I got to give women props on this. They give people the benefit of the doubt. They try to do all things, everything is an individual incident. So men look like we ain't shit and we bashing women because we like, no, that's their fucking character. This is not a fucking individual incident. But now you don't just look at a woman's picture, you can look at a whole timeline and see she's been on fuck shit for 6 months, 2 years, 10 decades. Like, you know what I'm saying? She been thotting it up with motherfucking Jazz. Was chick Delilah with Samson? Like, she been thotting up with Delilah from then till now. Like, you be like, yeah, something wrong with that chick. Your auntie over there giving head to a dildo online, and you gotta respect this bitch when she come to the family reunion. What the fuck you do? Pass me the hot dogs. No, you little nasty bitch. You gonna suck them all up.
Yo, man. So, I mean, this is crazy. First of all, before we keep continuing, and I want to, shout out everybody that's put their email in. I want you guys to, if you can, I've sent you an email. Go ahead and hit the confirmation button. All right. So what ends up happening is I send the email from the negromanosphere.com. You just go into your email and hit confirm. And then when you hit confirm, that will get you onto the newsletter. You'll see we post every day. And like I said, the content's free because once again, we're all, the brothers are chipping in. There's no ads on the site, and it's updated every day. Those of you who have been a fan of the Negro Manosphere, I've got nothing but great accolades about it. So again, I'm thankful. So make sure you check your email and confirm to it. I guess the last thing that I want to talk about is just in general, social media beefs. And you know what? I ain't gonna lie. I have played my hand in this also. I've been in a lot of YouTube disagreements since I've been on YouTube. Recently got out of one. And the whole thing is, in the rap culture, we are seeing a lot of that. And it's like when somebody is beefing, it's sold to me social media heavy. How do you feel about, as far as the beefing thing, the fighting thing, and we see it all the time, man. People trying to get social media currency with fights. World Star Hip Hop made that famous. You know, porno tapes. Everybody wants to do a porn movie to become social media famous. And these are things that are typically savage type ideas that you would gain popularity for. You know, you're not getting popularity for something that you did. You're getting popularity for, you know, making a damn fool out of yourself or exploiting your own self. I saw one dude shot himself in the chin. Yeah, something like that. It was crazy, man. Let's talk about that real quick before we end it.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Twerk videos. Yeah, this is crazy, man.
The beef thing I never understood, because for one, you're online, you probably ain't gonna see nobody in person. Like when you use the hip hop reference, I always found it funny. Drake killed Meek Mill in the hip hop beef, because in beefing is rap battle. That's cool. So when motherfuckers say they beefing, you know, I'm beefing, I'm gonna say I'm gonna kill you on the record. I kill you on the record. Cool. But see, what people forget about, did nobody say shit when Diddy slapped the fuck out of Drake in public, did they?
Oh shit, he did? I didn't even know.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
I didn't know that.
People really get at you. You know, it's like social media beef for attention and likes. It's cool until the shit really get real. Like having a sex tape. Okay, so yeah, everybody think they Kim Kardashian, but here's a problem. Didn't Larry Fishburne's daughter try that shit?
Sure did, yeah.
How did that work out?
She's like, fuck forever.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know, I seen certain girls on certain personalities. One of the chicks that Solo was talking about on her page, she said she wanted to get to like 500,000 subscribers, and then she'll have a sex tape when she got to 500,000.
Man, that's crazy.
And if she does that, it's like, well, bitch, I hope you know you're gonna make less money in the long run with that sex tape than you as 500,000 subscribers. Like, that's fucking retarded.
Right.
You know, guys with the world star shit, I always find that stupid, because why the fuck would you film yourself committing a crime? Like, you whipping somebody's ass and you want to look at the camera, world star, and then you're gonna be on the first 48 talking about, sir, it wasn't me, sir. Just like the white chick and the Hispanic dude that went to jail recently for trying to shoot up the saying they was gonna shoot them little kids at their birthday party. The motherfuckers on TV, that wasn't me, that wasn't him, while they getting sentenced. Bitch, you was already on tape. You know, like, when you beefing like that, when you starting all this shit on social media, realize it's gonna come back to haunt you. Because screw all the embarrassment you have to yourself. Screw you gonna say you were young and dumb, or you just had a moment. People are getting famous for fuck shit. So when everybody sees you, they're gonna recognize you for that fuck shit. And
let me cut you off real quick, because you're making a great point. Let's take it up another notch, because now we have Facebook Live, and now we have YouTube Live. Now, if you get over 10,000 subscribers, you can do YouTube Live now. And then Facebook Live, you can just do Facebook Live whenever. Now you're seeing people doing dumb shit live. Like, people are committing suicide live. Big Bro sent me, AON 2013 sent me a video, I think, of somebody doing some shit live to a Nigerian girl in Libya. Now it's about catching shit happening live. You know, and people will say, I'm about to blow my brains out or something, and won't nobody stop them. People will just watch you kill yourself live. And there was even a story of a woman who her own daughter was saying, I'm gonna kill myself, and she was roasting her daughter after she did it.
I spoke about this yesterday, earlier today. Do you remember maybe in the 90s, they had those video tape series where it'd be like the fear of death, game of death shit, when they would film people about to get killed, but nobody would say shit. Like, a train would be coming and the person would be like too close to the train track, and then nobody pull their ass back, they get smacked by the train. Or, you know, a building would start collapsing and they'd be walking down the street and the person would look up like, yep, they about to fuck them up. Wouldn't say shit and the person would die. It was like, it was a voyeur culture watching people get destroyed. And when I see, just like the girl that got like raped in Chicago on Facebook Live. See, the problem I have with shit like that is, if you watching that shit and you getting a kick out of that shit and you getting entertained by that shit, and I told this to a young brother a while back, because a while back a guy messaged me about something like, you know, they cool with street shit, they cool with underworld criminal shit, right? And I was like, well, if you so cool with it and you think people made money doing it, you gonna be cool with it when a motherfucker doing it to you, right? See, exactly. But that's the thing. Like, people ain't cool with it. People don't realize they're not gonna be cool with it when the shoe's on the other foot. Somebody gonna be Facebook Live and on your last motherfucking words. Then the shit's real. Somebody Facebook Live and while your child is getting choked out and it's gone viral. And at the same time, on the flip side of that, motherfucker want Facebook Live when you come to their door about some shit like that, because you ain't gonna be willing to talk no more.
That's true.
You know, so if you want to be in that culture, cool. But I'm not gonna lie, and me and my coworkers clown about shit like that with society in general. I got a child. If I caught anybody doing some fuck shit to my child on Facebook Live and thought it was funny, don't worry about it. Make sure your camera ready when I come to your fucking house.
Right, exactly.
And you could tell the world, oh, it's Facebook, he gonna kill me on camera. I'm gonna grab your phone. You goddamn right. You know, what's good for the goose is good for the gander.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Man, this was a great show, bro. We gotta really, I gotta bring the man. I call him one of the master teachers of Black YouTube, and he don't like to get that, but he's one of mine, man. One of my inspirations, one of the brothers that I've always looked up to, had a lot of respect for. I learned a lot from his channel. I would like you to subscribe to his channel right now. In fact, because he is, oh my God, here come Black Lion 777. God damn, nigga. The nigga said, hello, O'Shea gay voice. Nigga, I think something wrong with you. God damn, this nigga crazy. But I want you brothers to go ahead. Oh shit. Right in the heart. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, nigga, I fucked around.
Oh, you have shots. Okay, I was like, I know what the fuck that is. What the fuck that's doing over there? Okay.
Okay, so I want you brothers to, I'm gonna put his channel in the link, and I want all of you to show your support to the brother, because he also has a book that he is putting out there. And so, yeah, they got the porn in the background. They had some midget porn on this shit. Go ahead and hit his link, man. I just put it there. Shout out to Crystal Jackson, helping moderate, and Tara Willie. There's the YouTube LAR movement. And Sam Benbito, I lost like 36,000 subscribers. YouTube did a glitch. All my subscribers is gone. So
and I please
over there now. So Sam Benbito, what you do is this. Send me an email to planetoshay@gmail.com. All right. And I'm gonna start a weekly newsletter. Or actually drop your email in the chat. That includes well, everybody except for Black Lion 777. What up, Steve? Yeah, man, these niggas took my shit down. So go ahead and put your email in the comment section if you can. And what I'm gonna do is get you subscribed to my personal blog. And what I'll do is I'll just use this channel, but I'll be using more of my videos on my website or maybe a place like that, because that way I don't want to have to have to worry about going and getting a glitch. And I want to be able to contact people who want my content. So if you want my content, send me an email, get on the email list, subscribe to the Negro Manosphere, and we'll get more of the personal videos I used to do on YouTube where I was going in. I'm gonna go back to those videos, but I'm gonna go back to those videos offline. Now, as far as LAR movement, let me get his channel back here, and shout out to Dewan Young for putting his email there. I just put LAR Movement's channel here. All right, let me click on his link. Oh shit, there it goes again. So what you got? What is this? This nigga, I can't turn this shit off. That nigga got a cute mixtape on this shit, man. What the fuck you doing, nigga?
Yeah, I did that a long time ago.
That nigga got a church gangster rap song on there. Go ahead and subscribe to him.
Hezekiah Walker, DJing.
Go ahead and subscribe to him. That nigga got a Kirk Franklin, I Love Jesus and Whiskey song on this shit.
Jack Daniels and Moses.
Oh, he did? Wait, Black Lion hacked your stream, O'Shea. Oh shit. Man, I thought the nigga really did. He probably did with his crazy ass. Go ahead, man, and subscribe to LAR Movement. Shout out to Crystal. Thank you for those who fuck it. Subscribe to Black Lion 7772.
Gay boy.
I mean, that nigga's so crazy, man. I mean, fucking subscribe to the nigga. Fucking, help the nigga out. There you go, nigga. Listen, thank you for everybody, man, that came out tonight. I know, here in Poland, is late. It's 3:51 a.m. I was asleep. I'm gonna do another video on my main channel. Let everybody know what's going on. Hit his bell. That's right. So subscribe to him. Hit the bell. All right.
And resubscribe to all the O'Shea channels and hit the like button on all his fucking videos since they fucked with him. Keep them shits rotating.
How do you take away, like, nigga, how do you take away 36,000 subscribers? When I saw that, I said, wait a minute, how the fuck do I have? I looked at Social Blades. I checked my stats on Social Blade. I'm like, wait a minute. How the fuck did I lose 36,000 subscribers in a day?
You ain't losing, man.
These niggas took away. What'd you say?
You ain't losing. I'm telling you, they fucking with you, but you ain't losing.
Okay, well, I hope I get my shit back, nigga. But anyways, man. Shout outs to Steve Collins, man, Sean J, Jet Mafia, Infant Supply, oh well. All of you brothers who sent me an email to get subscribed to the blog, I appreciate you. Dewan, I gotta send you an email right now to get you confirmed. Let's see here. And thank you for, I think I talked to Handy Rapper earlier, got him on. And thank you, brothers, man, just for supporting, man. Like I said, a lot of folks think that you don't support if you don't donate money. The fact that you brothers are in the chat on Friday night, well, some of y'all it's Friday night, really just shows that you guys care about what's going on with black men. You want to see black men get better. And that's what it's about. A lot of times supporting men don't mean you ain't got to give a nigga $10 or $100, because it's good to have, because you coming in and liking the videos and commenting on the videos, that is money. That is helping the cause. So thank you for those who donate with money. Thank you for those who donate your time to listen to the videos. And thank you for all the brothers out there to keep supporting us. Keep us wanting to make new content. I thank you. I thank LAR Movement for coming out. Maybe we can get him back on, maybe this weekend.
Thank you for having me. You know how it is, man.
Let me do some shout outs in the chat. Black Lion, Hogan's channel, Sam Zabito, Sean J, what's up, man? Hogan's channel, man, thank you guys. Junk Pal video. Junk Pal!
Junk Pal!
Junk Pal something. Hold on, man. Today, guess what I got? And I can't show you y'all know my real name, but look what I got today. This is what? This is my yellow fever vaccination to go to Africa. So today I finally got it. It cost here at Luke Smith, it was $75 to get the shit. So shout out to the brothers out there who've been wanting to go see something different. Junk Pal video has been very instrumental in that. The other brother, Search for Uhuru, who actually was an all-American running back in my city, Albert Hollis. If you don't believe me, look him up. Google him, Albert Hollis. He ran the 40-yard dash in 4.2 seconds, and he has now changed his life. He's over in Africa every 3 months documenting, vlogging, and stuff like that. So if you brothers want to go to Africa, you want to go to the continent, you need to get the yellow fever. Get the yellow fever vaccination. Do two things for me, brothers. Save your money up. Do two things for me before you die. This year, I want all the brothers subscribed to me to get a passport. Get a U.S. passport. This shit is about $150, $200. You buy Jordans, you buy your bitches weave, buy yourself a passport. Buy yourself a passport, nigga, and then get you the yellow fever card. Okay? Get you the yellow fever card. I was watching a video on the Uganda-Kampala Expressway and how the European Union is helping Kampala. Basically, there's so much traffic coming into the city, so they're needing particular engineers to come into the city and using the grant from the EU to lead those projects. And to my surprise, of course, I'm not surprised, but none of those lead engineers were Black. So what I'm saying is the disconnect that we have from the African continent with the things that we can contribute potentially over there, we're missing out on it because we're not there. The richest guy in Uganda is, let me see, he's an Indian guy, okay?
The tech dude or the construction cat?
No, he owns a bunch of businesses. His name is, let me see. This dude's name is Sudhir Ruparela, something like that. Worth $800 million, something like that. This dude came to Uganda with 20,000 pounds. He left Uganda, went to London, came back. All right. And now he owns banks. He owns a lot of different things, brothers. And the reason why these guys are getting stuff and we're not is because they're not, they don't mind going somewhere and looking at what else is new. They're diversifying. So if we are not diversifying our opportunities, we can't find out what's new. So the only way to find out what is new or what you can do someplace else is you have to get out there and do it. And most Americans who live overseas, when they go someplace else, they know how to do business, they know how to do things, they know how to take care of themselves. So what I want all brothers to do, number one, U.S. passport. 2, yellow fever. You got to get that. Get that. All right? Anything else you want to say, LAR movement? LAR, are you here? What happened to him? Can y'all hear me? Oh, he dropped off. He said, fuck that. I ain't nothing to say. Well, listen, man. Those of you still drop your emails, man, while you're in the chat, if you can. And really appreciate all of you. Michael Carter, Jet Mafia Freeman, Sam Sabito, all of you. That nigga said, fuck that. I'm tired of you niggas. Send that email to planetoshay@gmail.com so we can get you on the newsletter. We're going to start moving a lot of our content, man, off of YouTube. I mean, I'm going to go over to probably Vimeo, something like that, do what David Carroll does, do it all offline. My more controversial videos would be offline. So,
can you see me?
Yeah, you back, man. Okay, easy done money. All right, thank you. Go ahead, man. You back?
Yeah, man. It's a storm out here. Just knocked the damn power out.
Oh, okay.
On my cell phone now. It's crazy. But my bad. Who was it? Was it what's his name? The business guy?
Yeah, man. The guy worked $800 million. He came back to Uganda with only $20,000. About that.
God damn.
And now he's worth $800 million, man. So, like I said, it's just going to develop places, man. If you can get the right connections and stuff, you might be able to do a little bit more than what you can do in America. Easy money to Don. Go ahead and check your emails, confirm your subscription to the Manosphere. Go ahead, LAR movement. Anything else you want to say?
No, just y'all subscribe to O'Shea's channel. If you feel like if you got unsubscribed, get on the Negro Manosphere. Support the brothers doing good work, and come together. One way or another, just come together, because we all we got at the end of the day. Let's be real. So follow people's instructions, man. You know, let's do the best we can do.
All right. I like that, man. Okay. All right, man. So what I'm gonna do is I got a video to upload. And I'm gonna go ahead and do that. So thank you guys again. Thanks for coming out. I'll probably be on tomorrow night live. Just mix up another guest. So I'm gonna leave this on this channel. I think I'm gonna put it on both channels, even though my other channel ain't got no followers. So we'll do that. And once again, you guys, thank you for everything. Thank you, Alera Movement. And remember, the buffoonery remains at an all-time high. Nigga, we out. Peace.